Hello happy people, my name is Dan and it's that time again. It's Easter. It's also another GM48 Game Jam. This time the theme is non-violence. Not too many entries this time around, probably because it is Easter. So people had plans, things to do, that's fine. But there were some and I'm going to check them out. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so up first today, wanna be friends with Trinity Typing. The story of Trinity Typing is you're a bishop who passed away, you got sent to hell instead of heaven, shenanigans ensued, and now you're an admin typing assistant. Basically it's like a typing educational game where the slows come down, and if the bar reaches the middle, then you will lose a life. And what you have to do is type the phrase while they try to send things to distract you, like you see the little bubbles and little glaciers that appeared earlier, all sorts of bits and bobs. It's quite fun. It's funky music or little ghosts. I'm going to say ghosts because I don't want to say what I also think it looks like. But yeah, it's got a monochrome style. It's sort of snazzy. It's got that old, kind of looks like it was running on a Windows 3.1. You know, it's that kind of retro feel to it, plus funky beats, and I think the creatures move to the beats too, which is fun. It's snazzy. I enjoyed the style of it. So yeah, it was a good one overall. I ended up scoring 104,000, I think it was. Oh, there's the sperm monsters again. And yeah, it sort of slowly amps up in speed as you go along. So as you can see there, I think I lose a life about now. Is it now? It's soon. If it's not now, then it's soon. And the phrases are always slightly different. I wonder how many phrases there are in total. I see there's quite a variety. No punctuation though, because you're just typing letters. Oh, I nearly lost a life there. Do you know where the exit is? Oh, I did lose a life there. Just visiting. Sorry, I am feeling merciful today. Some of the phrases do repeat after a while. Oh yeah, I got that one wrong too. With that glacier in the way, that looked like it was going to say something that was not back off either. But there you go, 104,791. Good game. I enjoyed that. Okay, so up next today we have got Paint Fast. Now Paint Fast is brought to you by the same people who brought you Brassica last time, the winner of the last jam. This one is a very different theme. Usually we go something a bit more grungy, a bit more sort of roguey, top-down fighter style, that kind of thing. This time, totally different. You're a platforming rabbit and you have to jump around the room and paint it, which I'm not very good at. The controls here take a lot of getting used to. It is beautifully done. All of their games really are. Especially with the way that you can basically you run around and do the little painting styles, and it gives you your accuracy score, and the goal is to get as accurate a score as possible. That's all well and good, but the controls, I'm reminded a little bit of I wouldn't say as far as Octodad in levels of fiddliness in the controls, because that was a fiddly game, but sort of on that par where it's not quite as intuitive, but then that might just be me being a simpleton. My tactic here was to cover as much as I could in purple, and then go back to colour some orange. So you do these blobs of the guides for what the colour should be, and then you've got 30 seconds to colour as accurately as you can, which is probably enough for some people, but not for me. As I said, simpleton. There are 5 floors overall, and your accuracy score gives you basically your final score is the average of your accuracy. What I did find, one thing I found a little bit confusing is it didn't, maybe it was just me, I couldn't always tell when the paint splodge outline would disappear and when it would paint. It's maybe just something I need to give a little bit more practice to. In the meantime though, I enjoyed it, so it will certainly be something I need to have another go at. I'm just not very good at it. What baffled me is, because it's got the leaderboards, how on earth did Happy Squared get 94% on this? That is unreal. I'm proud of my 58%, but bloody hell, 94%, that is very good. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. A lot of fun. Okay, so up next today we have got Meditator. Meditator is the game I have submitted to this jam, and I do always like to show you the games I've made as well, just because, well, I quite enjoyed this one. The music was made by my good friend Craig Waters, who's done music for quite a few of the jams I've done now. I'm really appreciative of the music he's done, especially when you get to the end of the day. hold on to that thought because that is my favourite bit of music he's done. Basically what this game is about is you have to follow the keyboard commands to issue your wisdomous meditation techniques to these angry people that rush in and barge you about. They are seething with anger, and each type of person has so the first couple of days they're just characters that don't move, so it gets you into the rhythm of it. Then you get more and more characters in the room, more different types, like these Karens that move around here, and their children who also have bursts of energy and run through the scene. So basically you're being tussled and moved around. You can buy furniture, which is what you see there, the statue, the wall hangings, the plants. They also help you because they calm down the characters, or in some case slow them down, and it's a tactical game where you have to survive as long as possible. I enjoyed this one. I thought it was quite a lot of fun to make, and what happens is at the end of the day you get your post delivered, and that gives you random bills, so unexpected charges. It gives you the rent, which forever increases as well, and you also have the opportunity to buy more furniture, so it adds that element of challenge. So if you wanted to basically, if you think you're doing really well and then suddenly you're faced with an unexpected bill, then you're gonna feel that, oh, I do love the end of day music. So there you go, you get your expense report. I had some costs from the last day, which were 90 quid, plus the rent, plus the income. And then of course there's your letter to say your rent's going up. Not always, but sometimes. And there's the subtle reference to Game Jams, the next bill, and there's your shop. So I bought a wall art, and then the day starts, you place down any art you bought, you get rid of any dead plants. I'm going to move that statue closer to the middle because it gets tousled around a lot, and then you go on to the next day. So that's my game. Okay, and finally today we have Street Lover. Not to be confused with Street Fighter, because what you were doing here, wow, is you are on a date and you have to match the sayings and expressions. Wow. Do I smell fish? We should go and get chips. Oh yeah. And basically you have to outlove your opponent, which is hilarious and sweet. And if you haven't guessed already, this is made by Alison James, because of course it is. This is Alison James's style through and through, and it's another hilarious, silly one with cracking music. Wow. You're amazing, period. We should go get chips. I'm just really into the idea of getting chips with lunch. Yeah, basically you have sayings on the left, sayings on the right. You get a little bit of love boost each time, but if you say the right things, you get a wow, as you've heard. There you go. And then you have to fill up their loveometer before they fill up yours to prove you are the better street lover. And you have different opponents. You choose your character before you start, and you go on a date with different people. At the moment I chose Roy but red, and I am now on a date with Blanket, whose bum is so toned I don't shave mine either. That was apparently not the right saying. Some of these are just hilarious. Well, they all are hilarious, but I like your choice of hair. It fits in your underwear amazingly. That's not the right pairing either. Yeah, so some of them are obvious pairings. Some of them are, well, the combinations that come up with are just hilarious. So naturally, I think it's brilliant, and I mean, yeah, there's just it just brings me so much joy because of what an attractive pair. Wrap those arms around me. Some of them are just so silly. I can see you're shaved. They're looking into my soul. It's a bit, yeah. So they pick random ones too, and sometimes they get it right. Other times they say things like that they're shaved and souls and things. Yeah, it is hilarious. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you did enjoy. As I said earlier, not too many games this jam, probably because of that whole Easter situation. I did also find I didn't actually put my making of process video last time out, so now I've got 2 recordings of the last 2 jam games I've made, which at some point I may have to put together. Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed recording them, so I hope you want to see them too. In the meantime, I will catch you in the next one. Until then though, bye!